guys, Ghost here. Today we are back for another vlog. Really haven't done a lot today. It's like around like 3:30. I've been editing and recording videos and gaming videos and stuff. So I finally got time to come out here and stuff. I've got to run to Harbor Freight. Had to get my kerosene jug because I run a kerosene heater in the garage in the summertime. That's why it's a little bit warm. Don't heat it all away, but it's a little bit warm. But we're going to go get some kerosene and we're going to go buy a sandblaster. Boy, it's bright out here, ain't it?
And you mean you run a kerosene heater in the wintertime, not the summertime?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's chilly, I'll run it there. But we're going to get ready to head to Harbor Freight and pick up a sandblaster, which I'm pretty happy to get because I've been wanting one. Good old West Virginia tunnels and tow mirrors don't mix. There we go. We're getting through the good bit. Alright guys, so it has been a couple of days since I last left off this vlog. I went to Harbor Freight. The woman said they had 2 in stock. I even called to make sure. Usually when you call, don't check your computer. Actually go see. I know they were busy, but they had people in the back. All you have to do is say, hey, I need you to look at this number. Make sure we have it. Because I literally had the number, and we got there. She's like, oh, our computers must be wrong, and bunch of crap. Well, they didn't have it. Called Lowe's and asked if they had a sandblasting cabinet, and they literally said, let me transfer you to cabinets. So they didn't have it, but I couldn't find it, and I finally called Harbor Freight and was like, hey, when will y'all get it? And they were like, we get another truck around New Year's. And I'm like, well, I'm not waiting for that, so that sucks. So I went and bought this. Now I'll have to do it outside and stuff so I don't get all over in the shop. But I got a little portable. This will be good for like bigger things that we need. Anything like that. I mean, you can even use it on that or whatever to get the old paint off. So this will be pretty good to have. I only bought a 25-pound. You can hold up to 50. But I bought that, and I got a helmet and some gloves and some fittings just in case. I've got the Teflon tape on it, and some fittings to go for the gun because I didn't know if it had it or not. Hoping my air compressor does push it. It says it needs, I think, like minimum air 50. So I know mine goes up pretty good. So hopefully it will work. But I like it because you can kind of just put it in the corner and don't have to worry about it and everything like that. And I don't have to have a bucket with it in or something. Because I have it once you stick down like a bucket, but this you put it in there, and you have to worry about it. Oh yeah, you know I got that new Corona mask thing. No wonder people ain't wearing these. You got side vents and everything. It took me a while to get the mask. I mean the face shield, because the face shield doesn't come in it. And if you know anything about West Virginia, and you know about our governor, he has trouble putting masks on, and I didn't want to let everybody think people from West Virginia can't put masks on correctly, because he has a hard time putting a mask on. But anyways, got that. I got my gloves and everything. I'm probably going to open this up, but we're going to the shop because it's cold out here, and I got the heat going. All right, so we're done with the powder coating. I know a couple things that I learned, and of course, anytime you do something, you always learn a better way or something simple. I know one of the things, as you see, it did real good. This is like the hoop that I held it up with. With this, as you see, it did good, but it needed more on it, more of a purple. But I used these hooks, and it was just too big, and I couldn't really get that spot there. And then, of course, when it baked, you know. But I do know, luckily, these are just where the U-bolt sit on it, so you really won't see it. You'll just see the edges, really. But I wanted to go ahead. These was like my practice pieces because these have been the easiest ones to actually do. But I need like real thin wire to go through it, so that's one of the things I learned. Another, I don't think my grounds was that good, so it wasn't getting full contact. So that's another thing I'm learning, like, you know, it's the whole thing. But my bigger oven did work. As you see, it's a whole different oven. This video is expanded before Christmas. I bought this. I couldn't find a powder coating cabinet, so I had to buy this. It turns out my compressor is not big enough really to run it, so it was like struggling to sandblast it. That's why I only sandblasted one and not both. So I do have to get a bigger compressor. So this whole week has been completely like, well, all Christmas week and everything, being completely hectic. That's why there was no vlogs, is I was having trouble finding parts because I'm buying parts to do videos and tools to do videos and stuff. Other people's buying tools and stuff for Christmas. So it was just a big old clash and everything. I couldn't really find everything I needed. But we did get to try powder coating, and I like it. Now, this piece wasn't perfect. It wasn't new. It was sitting under the truck on the frame for like 28 years, I think. It's a 92, so about 28 years out in the weather. I mean, looks pretty good versus this. I mean, we brought it back to life. There are, you know, indentations and stuff, but cool thing is a lot of the rough, you can feel it, but some of like the deep grooves, it's actually covered over a powder coat, so it kind of gives it like a 3D effect. But I absolutely love it. Tell me that purple is going to look so good with that black and copper. Also, when I get this in, I just basically order a stock one. I am going to do it purple also, so this will be purple. So then when I get my shock mounts and stuff, that will be purple, and then purple. Oh, it's going to look so good. You're not really going to be able to see it, but again, it's just the little details that I know I did. And this will go right there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. The camera don't do justice of this candy purple. I love it. And if you've seen it, I had to put a chrome base coat, which really wasn't chrome, it was more or less silver. But then the purple, when you put it on there, it just makes it pop. I'm sure you could probably do without a base coat, but probably wouldn't be as, I guess, kind of like in depth. But I love it. Now, I wish these were new parts, so they'd look a whole lot better, but like I said, we're working with what we got. And once this dries, I'm gonna get it out. I use a little bit of a smaller hanger because this was actually my test piece. Of course, I need it, but it's a test piece. But this is the hanger used on the other ones. I'm hoping this worked a little bit better, but I need to get me some thin wire and stuff to hold it. All right, so this one didn't really have the mark. It's just on the other side, there's a little bit of mark, but the little hook definitely did a lot better. I'm guessing it's probably harder to do on a flat surface because this one really didn't leave a mark. And I think I hung it up by either that one or that one. So it's probably hard just doing like that. But the little one worked. The bigger one left kind of a piece. But like I said, these were kind of my two test pieces, the flat ones. This one wasn't, but it was ready to go and I did it. You know, I was like, I'm just ready to go. Let's go ahead and do it. So I have to sandblast this one, my shackle mounts, and my shock mounts. And then after that, we'll be good. I've got to get some new U-bolts for the rear end, which ain't bad. I can go to like Advance or something. They should have them. I just got to take mine, match them up because they actually have a bunch and everything. But next thing is we got to finish up powder coat these, but I also have to take the bushings out of the leaf springs, and we're going to paint the leaf springs with the paint that we painted the frames. Now, I know it probably will crack eventually, but I'm really not worried about that. Whatever we put on the leaves, it's probably going to crack anyways because it does flex. So we'll probably end up just doing that paint. It'll look good for at least a little while, hopefully. It might move, I don't know. It might actually move with it, but at least we'll have all new bushings, basically new back end of a truck, kinda, sorta. We use a lot of old parts, but we're putting new parts to help those old parts.